Okay. So we need to talk. Um, this isn't easy for me, but it has to be said, and I want you to hear me out. Okay, so don't interrupt. Just listen. Um, we've been together for a long time, a very long time, and it's been great. But just the easiest way to put this is to just throw it out there. I've met someone else, and I know that that's really difficult to hear, but it's true. And she's amazing. She can, the things that she can do, my goodness. I've never met anyone like her. And I love her. I'm sorry, I don't mean to hurt you, but it's the truth. But the thing is, I mean, I still love you too, just as much as the day that we met. I I know that this hurts, but I'm sure, I'm positive that if we try hard enough, we can make this work. Hey everybody, thanks for joining me. So yeah, I got a new guitar. I had not planned on it, but just everything kind of lined up perfectly and it worked out. So this is a 2002 Epiphone Les Paul. I believe it's a custom. Um, it's it's beautiful and it sounds great. Um, I I've never owned. Well, no, I can't. I have to take that back. I have owned a Les Paul before, but I wasn't particularly fond of that one. I just didn't care for the pickups in it, and it played well and it looked nice, but the sound just wasn't what I was looking for. This one, however, has different types of different pickups in it. Body's made of a different material. I mean, it's just all kinds of stuff. But so real quick, I will go over this, and then I'll get into the point of today's video. So, yeah, it's got pearl rectangular inlays on the frets, dual humbuckers, gold hardware, 2 volumes, 2 tones. Um, really, that's about it as far as hardware goes. 3-way toggle switch, just like most Les Pauls have. It's got the pick guard on it. Not all of them have that. This one does. I opted to leave it on just because I think it's cool looking. It's got the kind of off-white binding around the edges. So I've been thinking about wanting to get a guitar that had humbuckers for a while, because as you've seen in my prior videos, and I think I've even said in one, I'm mainly a single coil guy. But you know, there's some things that there are definite perks to having humbuckers, and that's the purpose of today's video. The difference between single coil pickups and humbucker pickups. And a lot of this is going to be just based on my experience, my knowledge, my limited amount of research. So I'm sure that there are tons of differences out there that I'm missing, but this is just the stuff that I know. So real quick, I want to just kind of give you so that's what she sounds like on a clean tone going through my little orange micro tear. And so we're going to compare and contrast today, and I'm going to real quick play through a couple of different things. Everything's going to be going through micro tear and my little custom built speaker cabinet. Wow. Sorry, it's been kind of a long week. So real quick, to understand the main differences between single coil and humbucker pickups, you have to know kind of how pickups work to begin with. Number one, they're just really a big magnet. and a magnet that is wrapped up many times in wiring. And it picks up the vibration of the strings because the strings are metal. So single coils are a single magnet, and they have that wiring, and it goes around it. I have no idea how many times, but it's a lot. Humbuckers, you can't really tell with this because it has a plate on it. Humbuckers are two of those magnets put together, and the wiring alternates. So one wiring goes one way, one wiring goes the other way. And the purpose for that is in the name of the pickup. It bucks the hum. So when you have single coils, they're prone to a lot of electromagnetic interference from lighting, from amps, from power strips. I mean, really anything that generates a magnetic field can interfere with your pickups. So the humbuckers, because of the alternate wiring, it kind of cancels out some of that from what I understand, and so they're quieter. You don't get the buzz that you would. Now, yes, they make noiseless single coil. They make humbuckers that look like single coil. They make all kinds of pickups nowadays. But the reason for them originally was to do that, to eliminate the hum. So on the subject of that, you can tell with these pickups, and I will show you here momentarily, these are significantly wider than single coil pickups. And I'm going to grab one of my strats here in a minute and show you that. But that's kind of the reasoning for it, the way that it works. Sound-wise, they also have differences. Single coils, as a general rule, tend to be a little bit more crisp, have a little bit more chime to it, whereas humbuckers have a little bit more of a fatter sound, a thicker sound, maybe a little bit darker. So neither one is better or worse. It just depends on the sound that you are going for. So real quick, we'll go through and just kind of see so you can kind of tell exactly what it is that I'm talking about. I've already got my Les Paul in my hands, so we're going to go through just some clean chords and kind of compare that. I'll go through them here, and then I'll pick up my Strat. So. So as you can tell, I grabbed my white Strat, and the reason for that over my red one is just because this has 3 single coils. So my red one has a humbucker in the bridge. I wanted to show you just straight up single coil compared to humbucker. I mentioned before that the Epiphone, the Les Paul, had a 3-way switch. So top way is bridge, middle is both, and bottom is, or I said bridge, I'm sorry. Top is neck, middle is both, bottom is bridge. Strats tend to have a 5-way switch because they have 3. So all the way up is bridge, or did it again, neck. Second position is bridge. Maybe I should, I don't know, go back to bed and try all over again. Neck and middle pick up together. Third position is mid. Fourth position, middle and bridge. And then last is just bridge alone. So as you can tell, not only do the types of pickups matter, but the position that they're in on the body. So the higher up it goes, the deeper your sound. So when you're all the way up on the neck versus all the way down on the bridge, they can sound a lot different. But so let's run through, we did some clean. Let's dirty things up a little bit, throw some distortion on, and you can kind of get an idea. I'm going to use my full drive 2. I'm not using the boost on it, just the straight overdrive. So there you go. You can see that clean-wise, there's some differences. When you start overdriving it, there's a lot more differences, in my opinion. It really bulks it up. And like I said before, there's no real right or wrong. It's just what you prefer. And a lot of it, too, is also the genre that you're going for, the style of music, the sound that you want. So I'd say, just have fun with it, because that's kind of the point. So yeah, I'm going to run through a quick jam session here, and I will do both. So I'll start off with Les Paul. I'll switch over to my 3 single coil pickup Strat, and just kind of play around a little bit so you can get some different feels. Okay, so there you have it. Clearly, it's not my finest hour, but you know, hey, if you can't make mistakes among friends and YouTube viewers, well, then where can you make them? So, but yeah, there's the differences. Let me know what you think. You know, some people swear by humbuckers. That's all they're going to use, and that's all there is to it. Some people refuse to touch humbuckers. They're nothing but single coil people. You know, some people go back and forth. I am now one of those people, but it's cool. I love my new guitar. Um, I have names for my guitars. I'm not sure that I'm going to share those with you at this point, but one day maybe. But I need a name for this new one. So let me know what you think. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and share the video. And as always, keep practicing.